It's time for GMA3, the investigation into Mark Sanchez, why the Indianapolis prosecutor tells ABC News the former NFL quarterback could face upgraded charges after his violent encounter with the delivery driver, the latest on the investigation. Caught on camera, hero hound to the rescue.
Oh, where's your mama?
Finding a deputy after an 86-year-old woman fell while on their walk.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
We'll show you the four-legged first responders' journey.
I won't give up, no, I won't give in.
And bringing the magic to the ballroom, Robert Irwin trying for the top of the leaderboard on Disney night.
No one else was in the room where it happened.
Secret Live star Whitney Levitt making things happen, and the surprise couple going home. Former pro dancer Max Schmerkowski joins us to break down the competition. It's time for GMA3.
We just assumed that it happened.
ABC News headquarters in New York City. This is GMA3.
Welcome on this Wednesday to the room where it happens. I'm Janae Norman.
And I'm Mary Bruce, and we are glad to have Lori Bergamatto join us here on this Wednesday.
Hi, guys. Yep, coming up, Lori, you have some great deals you're looking forward to.
Oh, you know I do. It's like October, I keep calling it. It's like Christmas in October for shoppers. So I scoured the internet for some of the best deals from Amazon and Walmart. And the best part, you guys, they're all $50 or less.
Ooh, we like that. Can't wait for that one. All right, also ahead, a health alert about intermittent fasting. I keep hearing about this. Dr. Darian Sutton is going to be here to break down whether it lives up to the hype for weight loss and diabetes prevention.
A lot to get to, but we do begin with former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez. The prosecutor in his case says a battery charge against Sanchez could be upgraded again. He spoke with our Matt Rivers, who joins us from Indianapolis. There continue to be more developments in this story, Matt.
Hey there, good afternoon. No question the developments keep coming in this case. The top prosecutor in this case telling me that the violence that played out overnight Saturday down that alleyway behind me, it simply doesn't make sense. Yes, Mark Sanchez was the one who was stabbed, but officials now say they are completely sure that he was the aggressor.
Indianapolis prosecutors tell ABC News upgraded charges are still a possibility in the case against former NFL star Mark Sanchez.
The allegations became pretty clear that Mr. Sanchez was the aggressor.
Accused of beating delivery truck driver Perry Toll early Saturday morning. Toll's family sharing this photo of him in the hospital. Sanchez already facing a felony battery charge among additional misdemeanors. Prosecutors waiting on more info about the victim's long-term condition.
So for us, it's all about gathering as much information as possible. And very oftentimes that comes from medical providers being able to say, as a result of these injuries, this person is going to have to deal with the following things for the rest of their life, for a significant period of their life.
Police say 38-year-old Sanchez confronted the 69-year-old Toll mid-delivery shift about where he had parked.
The altercation happening right there. Police saying Sanchez attacked the delivery driver. The driver then responding, they say, in self-defense, using pepper spray, even stabbing Sanchez several times. Bleeding, he then takes off down that alleyway.
Investigators say they are poring over mountains of video evidence, including this one obtained by the New York Post. In it, a bloodied Sanchez is seen clutching his wounds.
Nothing that you've seen so far would merit or even begin to explain the level of violence that took place?
No. I mean, these are simple interactions and at most a simple disagreement over whether someone was permitted to park in a specific location.
According to court documents, Toll said Sanchez smelled of alcohol. Toxicology reports still pending. Toll now suing Sanchez and his employer, Fox, where he works as an analyst, citing permanent, life-altering injuries and emotional distress.
My client was just the victim of an unprovoked, senseless attack, and at all times he just tried to defend himself.
The violent encounter running opposite to Sanchez's clean image as a former collegiate and pro quarterback. His family saying in a statement, this has been a deeply distressing time for everyone involved.
Now, if this charge, this felony charge, gets upgraded once again to aggravated battery, that sentence alongside that kind of a charge could be as long as 16 years in prison, guys.
Just so disturbing the more you learn about it. God, thanks, Matt. And now to the latest on the government shutdown, now in its 8th day. There are signs of its widening impact, including on air travel. Will Reeve is at Newark Airport. Will?
Good afternoon to you, Mary. The government shutdown is hitting air travel hard. The FAA warning that at least 8 major air traffic control locations around the country are impacted by staffing shortages. And here is the laundry list of those places: Las Vegas, Chicago, Dallas, Houston, Boston, Atlanta, Nashville, and right here in Newark, all impacted by these shortages, all likely to lead to some version of delays or cancellations, to say nothing of long lines at security here. And yesterday, the airport in Burbank, California, just as a real world example, shut down for multiple hours because they couldn't staff the air traffic control. And remember, air traffic control workers are considered essential personnel, but they will not get any pay while the government is shut down.
And speaking of pay, Will, with no end in sight, the president, of course, is now trying to up the pressure even more. And he's now floating the idea that some workers might not get paid once the government does reopen. But the law, of course, ensures that federal employees are compensated, a law that President Trump himself signed back in 2019.
Yes, that's exactly right, Mary. The president saying yesterday, quote, "There are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we will take care of them in their own way, in a different way." And that law that President Trump signed back in 2019 does guarantee that pay to those federal workers. So more to come on that front, more to come on the shutdown front. There is no end in sight, nor is there an end in sight to the shortages of staffing for air traffic controllers, nor to the headaches that so many millions of Americans are facing right now, guys.
Yeah, lots of questions about what exactly the president meant by that. Yeah. One of the many questions we all still have. Will, thank you.
We turn now to a heartwarming story. We love a heartwarming story, right? About man's best friend. We have all heard of Lassie. Well, the star of this story is Eeyore, and he's actually Grandma's best friend. Eeyore came to the rescue after the 86-year-old fell during their walk together. Lara Spencer brings us that story.
Oh, you're such a good boy. You're so good.
An incredible rescue, all thanks to a woman's best friend. It began with a 911 call in Destin, Florida.
She just takes that dog, but she never takes more than 10 or 15 minutes. It's almost an hour now. It's over an hour now.
Sheriff's Deputy Devin Miller began searching for the 86-year-old after her husband reported her missing.
Where's the dog? Hi, baby.
Miller then stopped by a friendly pooch, clearly looking for help.
Hey, where's your mama? Where's your mommy? Hold on, where's your mama? Tell me where mama is.
She then follows the dog named Eeyore, and suddenly a human voice in the dark. The woman had fallen while out for a walk and couldn't get up.
Hey, man, can you tell me what happened? You okay?
The woman so grateful to both the sheriff and, of course, Eeyore.
The dog brought me over. He ran up to my car and I said, "Bring me to your mommy," and he ran back here. He come up to your car? Good boy. Sweetheart. Good boy. Oh, Eeyore, you're a good boy. Grandma loves you.
The old adage of dog is a man's best friend. In this case, the dog was truly a woman's best friend.
Okaloosa County Sheriff Eric Aiden praising his deputy for following her gut.
It's because of the love and the dedication to the job and the public that we serve, which makes this story even better.
Good boy, Eeyore.
Oh, I love that story. It's the one we all needed, right? And coming up, Dr. Sutton is here to break a health alert about intermittent fasting. Is it hype or could it help you? We'll be right back.
We are back with the GMA Health Alert. With 1 in 3 adults in the U.S. living with prediabetes and 42% living with obesity, intermittent fasting has become an increasingly popular catch-all to conquer both. But is it truly helpful or is it just hype? Our medical correspondent, Dr. Darian Sutton, is here to break it down for us. So, Dr. Sutton, how is this supposed to work? What's the idea behind it?
We've all heard of intermittent fasting, so just to break it down, this essentially is time-restricted eating. And the thought behind this is twofold. One, to reduce calories, but also to have your body do something called a metabolic switch. This is when you switch from breaking down sugar or glucose to breaking down fats and producing ketones. That's what your liver produces when you break down fats. And the biological theory behind this is that this helps to improve insulin sensitivity. That helps to keep your blood sugar low. And it also helps your cells on a microscopic level fight against something called oxidative stress. This is what but and eventually will aid you in the long term. And collectively, these are the reasons why it's found in studies that intermittent fasting is associated with not only weight loss, but also reductions in the risk of diabetes as well as chronic disease.
Well, that sounds incredible, but how does it compare to standard dieting when it comes to weight loss and controlling diabetes?
You know, overall, when you look at the studies, the benefits in terms of weight loss are there, but they're marginal and they're not dramatic. On average, people lose about 7 to 11 pounds in the first 10 weeks, but when you look at the studies, for those who are really strict, they can lose up to 13% of their body weight, and that can be more than 20 pounds. But important to note, there are studies that show that when you do this to the extremes, as we were discussing during the break, that can be associated to risk. A reminder, the extremes of any diet should really be avoided.
Do you tell your brother that?
I try.
He has a twin brother who he says does intermittent fasting.
He's definitely on the extreme end.
But it's a good point. I mean, it seems easier said than done, perhaps. But if you do want to give this a try, where do you start? What do you recommend? And who maybe should avoid this altogether?
You know, great question. So when you want to start, there's a couple of different options you can do. Number one, you can time restrict. The studies show that starting at a 10-hour eating window period can help. For example, eating between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Or even, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, the 5-to-2 plan. This is when you have 5 days of essentially normal eating with 2 days of severe restrictions down to 500 to 1,000 calories. Now, again, it's whatever you feel most comfortable for, but for the second part of your question, who shouldn't? For pregnant women, you should definitely avoid this. It's not the time to do that. Those who have type 1 diabetes, because there's a risk of having severely low blood sugar, which can become a medical emergency. And I would also advise that if you have a condition like type 2 diabetes or medications that can lower your blood sugar, talk to your provider before you do something like this, because there are risks that you have to know about it.
Yeah, always talk to your provider, and maybe your brother, too. He can give us some extra advice.
I'll bring him on next time.
Thank you, Dr. Sutton, as always. And coming up in pop news, Chip and Joanna Gaines are diving into the deep end on Shark Tank. Stay with us.
And we're back now with pop news and Wilgans.
Da, 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 da. All right, you guys. All's fair in love and pop culture, which coincidentally is the title of my upcoming memoir. Keep it locked right here. Kim Kardashian, though, merging two of her passions, acting and legal work, appearing in Ryan Murphy's newest drama called All's Fair. And hot off the presses, we've got a look at the first official trailer. Check it out.
Okay. Men, they are terrified of women in power. And women besting men in divorce? No. God, I love my job.
I tell my clients every day, you never really know a person. It's just a trap.
Ooh, the show stars Sarah Paulson, Naomi Watts, Glenn Close, Tiana Taylor, and Niecy Nash, with the synopsis saying, in a world where money talks and love is a battleground, these women don't just play the game, they change it. The cast of the show will join us on October 28th to share all the details, and All's Fair begins streaming on Hulu later this fall.
That looks good.
I mean, put Glenn Close in anything.
Right?
She's doing television now? Say less.
Yeah.
I'm in. Next, Chip and Joanna Gaines are going from Dream Renos to Dream Deals, making their debut as the first couple ever to join the Sharks in tonight's brand new episode of Shark Tank.
What you're showing us today is someone who has talked to Lowe's, Home Depot, and Ace Hardware and putting their product on the shelves. That's the hardest thing to do. You
Everybody
did it.
dreams
You
about
created
it. You
something
did it.
I've never seen.
Come on. Their episode will feature entrepreneurs pitching products like a cleaning device for homegrown eggs, a reusable paint tray, and a line of superfood seasoning. Catch Chip and Joanna Gaines making their guest shark debut on an all-new episode of Shark Tank, airing tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern right here on ABC and streaming tomorrow on Hulu.
Cleaning homegrown eggs. I'm intrigued.
I have really been wondering how to clean up my homegrown eggs, and now I'll have an answer. All right, finally, here's a clue for our next story. It was Janae Norman in the studio with the coffee mug. Clue, the board game has been entertaining families since the 1940s, and the 1985 movie became an instant classic with an all-star cast, and now it's about to achieve a whole new level of competition. Netflix announcing that they're adapting Clue into a reality competition series with players stepping into a real-life game of deception, answering the famous three questions: who, where, and with what. Netflix's VP of Unscripted Series sharing in a statement that Clue is a source of nostalgia for so many, and this will be a, quote, fresh, imaginative whodunit competition, and the mystery of when it will hit our screens, well, we have yet to crack that one, but I'm staying on the case, people.
How fun! Excited for that.
I know.
Love that movie. movie.
I'm sorry I accused
I
you.
was going to say, now I'm wondering if this is why I'm the only one without a mug out here.
That's because
it's
been locked in the evidence files. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Will. Still coming up here, we're going inside the ballroom, talking about Disney night on Dancing with the Stars. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to GMA3.
You're watching GMA3 on this Wednesday. Tomorrow on GMA, Greta Lee will be here to talk Tron Ares. She stars alongside Jared Leto in the new sci-fi thriller with an out-of-this-world look.
Can't wait to see that. And we're going behind the scenes of my alma mater, Good Housekeeping, and their toy testing. They're showing how the adults and the real experts, of course the kids, pick the hottest new products and come up with the ultimate list of must-have toys for the season.
And on Friday, we'll hear from Michael J. Fox about his new book, Future Boy, all about shooting his hit sitcom Family Ties by day and Back to the Future at night, doing double duty on those two dream jobs, and of course, becoming a huge superstar in the process. Can't wait for that.
Yeah. And now, you guys, to Dancing with the Stars. It was Disney night in the ballroom. There were over 40 million votes cast for the contestants. I know, the most ever. But someone, of course, had to go home. Take a look at what Ilaria Baldwin had to say after the show.
It's just such an incredible competition, and this is such an amazing experience. And the beautiful thing about being sad is that I'm sad because this has been wonderful. And if it wasn't wonderful, I wouldn't be sad.
And joining us now is Cue the Horns Mirror Ball winner, Max Schwerkowski, to break down last night's show for us. Welcome, Max.
Thank you.
So just last night, Carrie Ann said Ilaria Baldwin was a contender for her Star Wars-themed Quick Step, and now, poof, she's out. What do you think? Was that fair?
I mean, you know, you say contender and then you give the same score as someone who you don't think is, and then it kind of like, it doesn't, you know, I don't know about the judges and the scores. What I know is that I had dual kind of feelings yesterday. Of course it was a great Quick Step, you know, but from her it's to be expected. And I don't want to be on the bandwagon of everyone else say she's a great dancer, it's not fair. No, she's a great dancer for that particular thing. But what I didn't notice is her coming out of that comfort zone. You know, believe it or not, that's comfortable for her. Yes, it's physical. Yes, she had a bunch of kids. Yes, of course, this is, you know, a difficult job to do for anyone, but it's her comfort zone. I didn't see her jump out of her pants, metaphorically, trying to be in a competition. And that's, I think, is what the audience also saw. If it's comfortable for you, do something more. She didn't, and now, you know, they're gone. I don't think it's correct, but that's the Dancing with the Stars audience. They need from you what they want for you to deliver.
I love how prepared you are. You were telling us in the break that you took all of these very extensive notes while watching last night. So Andy Richter, he was at the bottom of the leaderboard again, but fans keep bringing him back. Did his charming Ratatouille dance for Disney night win the fans over?
Well, again, last week, Andy got, I think, same scores as some of the people that are much better dancers. Let's just be black and white. So it doesn't make sense. For me, when I scored the couples, I gave my own scores. I did it from the first time I saw the dance. I didn't rewatch it because I wanted to be in the same place as the judges. They don't have a chance to do it again. And I never have Andy in the same lineup. It's always, you know, he's closing out the competition. But, you know, my wife had a fantastic season with Tommy Chong. They were in semifinals. He did half the steps that Andy's been doing. So, you know, there are couples that come on because they're sweethearts. Audience love them. He is fan favorite. They need to vote for this guy, and that's the point. They need to vote for this guy because he's not going to dance there. You know, it's going to be the audience carrying him.
Now, you said you give your own scores as you're watching along. I'm curious, what about Whitney last night? Got the first 9 of the season for that Hamilton Foxtrot. Were you surprised by that?
100%. I'm going to be very controversial.
Let's hear it.
It's the fact that it's two things. It's number one, what I saw, which was not a Foxtrot. It was an incredible theater performance, theater production, and it was fantastic. Movement-wise, she's, you know, her quality of movement, it's like watching a athlete that's current and has that fast twitch muscle versus a aging athlete who's running kind of fast, right? You watch a dance and every pro watching it going, this is fantastic, but this is not Foxtrot. And so if we're going to be given scores that involve, like, here's what you did, here's your job, go do the job. They took this, and obviously Mark is the man, and they said, look, we're not going to do the job they want us to do because it's Hamilton, it's production, I like it, the lights and music. Watching their post-dance interview on the red carpet, they speak about that how much pressure Mark felt to deliver a worthy performance. I just don't think Dancing with the Stars is about that. Deliver that in freestyle, and we know he will. Deliver that in jazz, in free moving dances, but foxtrot, frame, up and glide, rise and fall, heel lead. We didn't even talk about this because none of that was there.
I want to get to Elaine Hendricks, who zoomed to the top of the leaderboard with her Space Mountain themed quick step.
Yeah.
What did you think about that? Is that where you would have put her?
Absolutely. I thought personally it was one of the hardest dances of the night, and also one of the best in terms of delivery of end result product. I mean, it's harder for her. I'm not gonna say there's an age thing, but there's an age thing, right? And what I saw is that, and I gave her credit for that, towards the end of this routine, you see that she's gassed. This is hard. She's done 1 billion steps, most of them in frame. To keep your arms up hard enough, to also do all that leg action is very difficult. So she stood right up there with all of them, with the Whitney, with Alex and Val's quick step. I thought was the best of the night. So for me, it's a fantastic job. If she gets fitter, let's call it that, if her fitness level goes up, this is a definite contender. There's somebody who appeals to the audience, to this demographic. I mean, look at that little jump, fan kick. At the end of the routine, she was like 110% empty tank, right? So I give her the credit for that.
Yeah, though I could talk to you all day. Love these insights. Thank you so much. And next week, don't miss Dedication Night in the Ballroom with guest judge Kim Johnson. Dancing with the Stars airs Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on ABC and Disney+. Plus, streaming the next day on Hulu. Coming up, I've got some of the best bargains for deal drop days. Get excited, guys. All $50 or less.
And we are back now with Deal Drop Days. Lori has the top savings from Amazon Prime Days and Walmart with everything $50 or less. I don't know if I believe that. All right, let's get the belt moving.
Oh, believe us. It's all $50 or less. All right, we're going to start with Walmart. They are doing their deal days, you guys. And these Madden Girl mules are the fall 2025 shoe silhouette. This is
that
the one.
Color is so in.
And
I like the
color
bow.
is also so in. You guys are so, you're just leading right into what I need to say. This is perfect. Color of the year, and then also the bow is what makes them fresh for 2025, but they can get really pricey, which is why we love that the original price on these was $54.99. The new price, $29.99. That's 45% off.
That's good.
So that is a great brand. Check those out. Okay, we all have kids up here.
Yes.
So we know this is a necessity.
Essential.
It
Yes.
is an essential in the household. It is the Black & Decker Dustbuster, you guys. It's great, obviously, for cleaning up those kid messes, but also if you have a pet at home or for the car, and you can really bring it anywhere. It's portable because it's cordless. It's lightweight. It has over 100,000 five-star reviews.
Wow.
Can you get 100,000 people to agree on anything?
No. Right?
Well, they agree on this. $69.99 is the original price. 36% off. That's under
Mary came from
$45.
DC. You said, can you get 100,000 people to agree on anything?
No. Black & Decker, the great equalizer. Okay.
Get one of those in Washington.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. This is the Levi's men's corduroy Sherpa-lined trucker jacket.
Yeah.
You guys, Levi's such a great brand. You know it. We love it.
Yep.
This is like everybody's favorite fall coat. It's got that Sherpa, that corduroy lining. Original price on this, $79.99. Up to 56% off because it comes in a lot of colors.
Ooh.
So this starts at $35.28.
I feel like corduroy's having a big moment.
It is.
It is.
And that's
All right.
what we really tried to do is find things that are having moments and
A
how to
kid
get them
deal.
on sale.
This is a good one.
Okay, guys, let's start that holiday shopping early and make sure we save some money in the process. We love Melissa and Doug. I'm sure you guys have seen these around your houses. They've really thoughtfully designed this one. We were saying this morning has Velcro so that you just don't have pieces all over the house. They actually have a place to go, right? So these are great. Kids love them. The original price up to $39.99. New starting price is $14.49.
That's a good deal.
That's up to 49% off, you guys. I like to buy these and stock up because I always forget there's a kid's birthday.
Yes. I was just saying,
and then you're
it's a
just
great
like,
birthday
oh, birthday closet. There you go.
That is a good deal.
Okay, and beauty products are also really, it's a good time to buy them. This is from Color Wow. It's their Extra Mystical Shine Spray and their Youth Juice. I love the names. Collagen Scalp Treatment. This is great for no grease and high shine, and this is great for really boosting growth on your hair around your scalp line. So these start at $29 to $46 original price. Now they're 25 to 30% off, so you can get them for $21.75.
Awesome.
Okay, and this one, we love a little gloss on our lips. I need some of this right now. It's from the NYX Professional Makeup line. It is a powerhouse. This will last for 12 hours, you guys. So we need some of these on set, right? They are 20% off. You can get them starting at $7.22, and they're not sticky, which I love.
That's good.
Okay, and finally, I'm sure you guys have seen this cult favorite Laneige lip sleeping mask. This is on all flavors, and they have some new ones like eggnog latte. But my favorite is always the grapefruit. This is incredible. You put it on overnight, you wake up the next day, hydrated lips. It's fantastic. Everybody loves these. The price here, $24. Now it is 30% off, so you can get these for $16.80 if you have a tween or a teen at home, or really even mom would love this as a stocking stuffer. So lots of great things, all really affordable.
Love these. Good way to get the shopping for holidays started early. Thank you so much.
Save that money.
Yeah. And you can get these bargains by scanning the QR code on your screen or by going to our website. And coming up here on GMA3, David Henry and Janice Leanne Brown tell us about the new season of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. Stick around. We are back now with the stars of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, David Henry and Janice Leanne Brown. We are so excited to have you guys here. This is the sequel to the hit series Wizards of Waverly Place. It's back for a second season. So excited about all of this. I was one of the people who grew up on Wizards of Waverly Place. So David, you starred in the original along with Selena Gomez. You're both executive producers. She appeared in a couple episodes. Will she be back for season 2?
There is an epic big finale that she appears in. And I tell you what, she's in 2 episodes. Selena and Janice brought their Emmy Best performances. It was a full circle moment for me because when we were 19, we did a Wizards movie. And in that movie, Selena couldn't get the tears going. There was a moment that she needed the tears and she couldn't get them going. We had to have a talk about it then. But now it's full circle. You know, she's getting married. She's doing this episode and she brings the tears immediately. There's this heartfelt moment between the two of them. And it was a full circle moment to be like, Selena, you've matured so much. She brought him like that. In fact, the script said where the tear was supposed to be, and she got it there. I mean, literally got it there.
How does that work? Exactly, right? And to that point, Janice, you play the lead in this sequel. Did Selena give you any advice?
Oh my goodness. I mean, she always tells me so much, but I think the biggest thing that she's probably taught me is that it can be very noisy during like this time, and the biggest thing that she always tells me is to just block out all that noise, all the things that people may be saying, and really just make sure that I'm true to myself, and as long as I like who I am, then that's all that matters.
That's good advice no matter what you're doing.
Exactly.
And speaking of advice, David, did I hear you gave Selena some advice before her recent wedding?
Yes,
yes. What'd you tell her?
Yeah. It was very basic advice that I got right before my wedding. So the morning of my wedding, a buddy of mine pulled me aside and he just said, hey, at some point, just take your wife's hand and just take 1 minute, like time it, 1 minute, just look around the room and remember everything. Just take everything in. Oh, so-and-so seated there. Oh, they're there. Oh, look, they're having fun over there. Just take it in. And so my wife and I went on a double date with her and Benny, and that was our advice, was just, it's one of my only memories from my wedding because things are just flying so fast.
Yeah.
Just take a moment, take it in, take all these mental pictures, soak it in.
That's great advice. And also, you'll never have all of those people in one room again.
No.
I hope they got a chance to do that.
Yes.
Now, we want to talk more about the show, but before we do, let's take a look at a clip.
The wizarding began.
Nice work, Roman!
Whoa, you started the wizarding without your #1 student?
Billy, you weren't his #1 student. You were his 1 student. There's a difference.
Sorry, Billy, we had to get started. Now that the boys have powers, you're not the only wizard I'm teaching anymore.
And I'm already getting good with my wand. I've only had it for 2 days, and I already know how to scratch my back with it.
You already taught him scratches my backus?
Hilarious. So I want to ask the both of you, if you guys could cast a spell, what would it be?
What you got, girl?
I want to do one different. So this spell actually already exists. I probably would cast the Edgebound on Utusa spell because it's a telekinesis spell. I think telekinesis is just so cool.
Wow. And it's after the band U2.
Yes.
Edgebound on Utusa, so that's fun. A couple things. One, I'd like a mind reading spell, right? Just so that, when we're doing interviews and stuff, I can just know what everyone's thinking to what I say. And I just want to know exactly what's going on in people's heads. But the second, duplication spell, just to make life easier. Have a work David and a home David. And I would be the one at home. Just send the other one out doing his thing.
Well, speaking of being home, David, is it because you have 3 little kids at home that you want to be home?
Yeah.
I also, Janae and I both, Mary also has 2 kids, but, what do they think of the show? Because they're tough critics, I'm sure.
My daughter's 6, so she's like the perfect, she's on the younger side, but she's like the perfect age group for this. I remember when I brought her to set for the first time and she took in the lights and she took everything in. She goes, Papa, all for me? I was like, maybe misunderstood what this is.
Best dad ever.
You know what? Yeah, it is, sweetheart. It is for you. She wants to do it so bad. She's always like, she sees me with my script at home and she's like, can I work on the lines with you? Can I help this? And she loves you. She'll literally do her hair like your character. Like you had this episode with these bun things, and she makes Maria, my wife, always put the buns in before she comes, and she just hopes you see her. She'll just be like walking by, like hoping you see her.
She's so sweet. She'll like run up to me and like give me a hug, and it's. She's so sweet. All I see is David in her face, and just you literally are raising the most sweetest children ever. He
They're
really
good kids.
is.
I miss them.
I love them.
And what a great role model you are for them too. And I didn't know this, but when you're not on screen, you actually like writing scripts.
Yeah.
So if you were going to write an episode, what would be the plot line?
All right. So I think it would be pretty cool because everyone in the cast, we all have a little bit of a musical talent. So I think it would be pretty cool if maybe I wrote a script where maybe like Billy made some type of spell where everything is in a musical. So
I like that.
Everything we say, kind of like that one scene in Teen Beach when they just couldn't stop singing, something like that. That would be pretty cool. Something with music would be
And I'm
fun.
rapping.
Yeah, he would be the rapper with the deep
a
voice
Bo Burnham
and everything.
thing going on, like witty and just.
You have a big gold chain.
Yeah, with a big gold chain, exactly.
I think we should make this happen. I like where this is going.
Janice,
gives us
open up the
something
final
to look
draft.
forward
Let's
to.
get it going.
I got you.
Let's go.
Thank you both so much for being here with us. We cannot wait for this season. All episodes of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place Season 2 are streaming now on Disney+, and we'll be right back. Go check it out.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, fantastic.
Thanks so much for watching.
Have a fantastic Wednesday. And for more news, check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+.
Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.